Good morning, YouTube. So, we're back again today, and I just competed in the CHARITYMON event hosted by Huang Zero and a bunch of other content creators, where we raised over $2,000 for a charity for rare diseases, helping kids in need whose situations wouldn't qualify them for support in a lot of local charities or some of the big names. So this charity definitely helps out underprivileged kids and kids that wouldn't typically have access to it through the system. So definitely feel like we did a good thing. And we got to play some Digimon with a bunch of really cool people in the process. So thanks again for everybody who tuned in to the stream, who supported me, who cheered me on through it. And thanks again to all the new subs that I got from other people who they were fans of that saw me play against them. I know TracyCakez was my round one opponent, and I got a lot of subs from her, so thank you to all you people coming over, and I hope to provide you with good Digimon content that you all can enjoy. So I placed 12th overall in the event. Mine and Tracy's game, we had a couple of misplays, so it could have ended up with me winning. It was a situation where I had a Terriermon on board, and she had a Jack Raid and security, and I had enough memory to close it out with a Mimi, but I forgot that I had Terriermon in play. So I could have won it, and I could have gone undefeated. So if you're trying to build this deck, know that this is just very strong. But then again, it did brick in the game 3 that I had with Tracy after that. So it was a she was a great opponent, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And it was just, all of my opponents were super cool. So yeah. And she I think, placed in the top 8, if you're wondering, any of my viewers watching. And she played a super cool purple Mastamon Turbo list. So we will definitely be linking her channel down below. Go ahead and check her out as well. But yeah, going ahead and getting right into my deck list. This is the new best build of green, in my opinion. It takes a lot of the cards from a lot of different builds of green and mashes them all up together and has access to everything. Going into this list, I had 4 of every green card except the Promo Palmon. If I had the Promo Palmon, I would be playing that in some capacity. Just know that whenever we're doing this list. However, I did have access to 4 Needhogs. I had access to 4 Saris. I had access to a couple Valder arms. So the ratios I chose were the ratios I felt were best. And I am going to go into, at the end of the list, some of the ratios that I would change moving forward. But the Digitamas I played right now were 2 Mino and 3 Modi. I feel like this is good. These are the correct Digitama to play. They are the power gainers. Tanamon is also a good one. Just if you evolve, you get plus 1,000 for the turn. It's kind of conditional, but so is Mino and so is Modi. Modi is if you're level 6 or higher, you get the 1,000, and Mino is if you attack a Digimon, you get the 1,000. So they're both very good. Power gainers in green let you just make sure that you're swinging over everything, and that's your primary means of control in this deck. So the rookies, I have 2 Terriermon. This card is amazing. It will shut out certain matchups like blue, like purple, some variants of yellow. I would not drop this card. We have 2 Tento. Tento adds some consistency to this deck by basically letting us draw 1. I am playing 47 Digimon, so there is a very, very slim chance that this effect will not work. That being said, I'm only playing 2 because you are hard playing rookies a lot, but it's better to hard play the 2-cost vanillas, but this is definitely a really good option a lot of the time. But if you wanted to cut this for 2-cost vanillas, that is definitely something that you could do. I have 2 Agus. Agu is amazing. It's, your generic power gainer, but we don't play 4 of it anymore because we got Palmon from the starter deck. Palmon says if you attack a Digimon, you get plus 2k. So, this one is more generic, but this one is a bigger buff. So, I do like them both. I'm messing around with this ratio. I think I could easily play 3-in-1, especially since I'm playing a couple copies of Togemon, which has the same inheritable skill as Palmon. So it seems a little redundant, but also this 2000 comes up a lot. Like, it let me use a Lilamon to attack over a Lava Garidamon in the tournament, and that mattered. So this card is amazing. So I don't know. You need some amount of power gainers in your rookies. This is the ratios that I chose. I have 3 Lalamon. Now, Lalamon, I want to bump up to 4. I think I'm going to cut a Tentomon for a 4th Lala. Just because this card is absolutely amazing. Being able to just Digiburst and then put it back in your hand is nuts. Just always having a rookie on deck. You're playing the Mimis, so you always need rookies in hand to just keep playing and just keep putting aggression out. And the cycle is nice, especially when games start getting longer. So this is 11. To make it 15, we have 4 copies of Gobblemon. Again, 2-cost vanillas are amazing, especially in a deck with a bunch of downloaders. This can be used for evolution fodder, which is what I used it for most of the day. Going on to the level 4s, I have 4 CHARITYMON. This card is amazing, and getting this in the green starter deck was one of the best things that happened to green. Just a 1-cost to evolve into blocker. Very, very nice. I have 1 copy of Stingmon. This card is coming out. It didn't really come up today, and I would rather play a lower cost to hard play level 4, such as Vegemon or Roachmon. So this Stingmon is either going to be another one of these or the second Veggie. I haven't quite decided yet, but 4 cost to hard play is very good, and a lot of my decision making in the level 4 lineup was based off of me wanting to have a certain number of 1 cost to evolve intos and a bunch of cards that were acceptable to hard slam if I didn't open a rookie. So these both fit both of those categories. They're both 1 cost to evolve into, then they're both just cheap to hard slam. So both of these cards are amazing, and they put in work all day. Now, this card I was hesitant to play, but then in my testing, Togemon came up so much. Again, being a 4 cost to hard play lets you play 5 level 4s in this deck that are just cheap to just play, and then once I cut the Togemon, or the Stingmon for a 6th one, I will have the 15 rookies and all of these that I just don't mind playing. So that's like 22 cards out of 50 that I can open with and be fine just playing. So the Togemon's other thing about it that makes it good is the inheritable for the plus 2000 if you attack a Digimon. Again, this skill comes up so much. Just being able to swing over things in green is absolutely amazing. The last level 4 I have is the download Argomon. So I am playing I'm playing 3 Sarismon in this list. So the Argomon, you want to place a bunch of downloaders to have constant cycles and be able to build up really quickly. Plus, with the addition of Chaosmon now, cards like the downloaders are really great because you can download into yourself and then go up in the chain and then end the chain on Chaosmon and then unsuspend your stack and then get a swing off. So the downloaders got a lot better with the addition of the level 7s, and I really like this card at 3. I think 3 is the perfect number. At 2, I wasn't seeing it enough. At 4, I was seeing it too much. I really like this card. So that puts us at, I think, 13 rookies, or 13 champions. I really want to go up to 14, but I can't find room in the deck. If you have something that you would cut to bump the champion count up, let me know. Into the level 5s, we only play one of the level 5 Argamon because we're only allowed to, and that's kind of rude on Bandai's part, but I understand why. This card is still very busted, and every time I played it in the tournament, it just felt absolutely broken. For Blossomon, because this is the best level 5 in green now. Well, I mean, this is, but let's be real. We can't play that many of this, so now this is. And it's just a great card for speeding up and getting aggression. So, this is a great card that BT4 gave us. Lilamon won me so many games. I'm only playing 2. I feel like 2 was the right number because I wanted to play 2 copies of Mega Kabuterimon as well. And the way my level 5s are situated is I have 5 to speed into powerful plays, and then the 4 that give me the powerful plays. And what you're doing with this deck is typically you're building 2 big stacks. One big stack you're setting up your sources to get a powerful Digiburst effect off, and the other stack you're setting up with a bunch of powerful inheritable effects so that you can just put all of the pressure on your opponent. The Mega Kabuterimon was the big pressure card. It makes it so that if you delete a Digimon in battle, you just delete the top card of their security. Just send it to the trash, you don't even check it, and it's absolutely amazing. It comes up with Piercing with Chaosmon, because then you get the Pierce and you get this. And it came up with the Hercules Kabuterimon all the time. It comes up with the download fodder, with the Ceres. Both of these cards are amazing. Both of these cards will win you games. This is a Flower Cannon on legs. This is just free security deletion for absolutely no reason. I felt like 2 of each was the perfect ratio. Because these are undeniably just, you have to play these 5. So, those are my 9 level 5s and the reasoning behind it. And I think this is the best level 5 lineup in green, in my own personal opinion. Going on to the level 6s, I'm only playing 2 Needhogs. I was testing more in this build initially. I was playing the full 4, and then I just wanted more options because Needhog isn't good all of the time. It's good most of the time, but it's not good all of the time. And you can evolve into a Mega pretty much all of the time in this build, or in this build of green. So I wanted more options. So that's why I eventually cut it from 3 down, or from 4 to 3, and then from 3 to 2. But I do really like this card. This will just straight up win you games when you drop it. Being able to shuffle back, or not shuffle, but put everything that's suspended on the bottom, and then just board wipe all the small stuff as well. This card is absolutely amazing. I love it. The Ceresmon, however, is probably a little bit more important still in this particular build, just because it's the card that gives you the most advantage, so to speak. Evolving into this, even if you're just evolving this for a 2 cost, just by suspending itself, and then getting something suspended to swing over with something else, and then evolving this into Chaos, that's amazing. Or even if you are just evolving this as a 2 cost to bridge into Chaosmon, that's also fine. This card serves 2 purposes. It has that powerful skill that lets you maintain tempo, and it also serves as a cheap Digivolution by letting you just download yourself to come in as a 2 cost Mega. And then, because you're playing Chaosmon, it unsuspends, and, you just keep being in the driver's seat. Ceresmon continues to be amazing in this format. I don't think 4 is correct. I think 3 is correct, because I want some number of Needhog. And I want to play Hercules Kabuterimon as well. This card, every time I saw it, just won me the game. The tournament was only 4 rounds because we were playing until there was only one undefeated, and then in the 4th round, all of the undefeateds tied each other, so the tournament ended early. So I was bumped from 8th place to 12th in the final standings, because we were watching the pairings happen as everything was going down. I was like, I kind of wanted to play another round, but everybody else wanted to go to lunch, which is absolutely fine. You know, the tournament was running pretty late because we were also doing a raffle. But this card just won me every game that I saw. Being able to suspend things, pierce over it, and then rip their security away with the Mega CHARITYMON is absolutely nuts. Yeah, and I have a Mega Gargomon in here as the last level 6. This card is straight up coming out for either another Herc or another level 4. No. I don't know. I think the number of level 6s I played was correct. But I think this is going to come out for another Herc or the promo Grand Kuwagamon. But Mega Gargomon was fine, but I felt like it could have been better. Everything else performed way better than it throughout the tournament. But yeah, those are my level 6s. The level 7s, I'm only playing 2 of them, and they are both Chaosmon. This Chaosmon in green is significantly better than this Chaosmon, the Valder Arm, just because you can turbo into this, unsuspend yourself, and then get that swing for free. This card is nice. I like it. However, I think this is better. This card won me so many games, and every time I saw it, I felt like I was maintaining advantage. So, the last cards of the deck are Hidden Potential, because I'm only allowed to play 1. Again, thank you, Bandai. But, every time I saw this card, I won the game. And I think that speaks for itself. This card is just broken. You have so many downloaders that if you combine the fact that you can speed into something big reliably at any given point, and then you have this card to close out the stack, that's just nuts. Again, it's the one of, so you have to draw it. But the last card of the deck is the Mimi. It's our Memory Setter Tamer, and it puts extra bodies in play for seemingly free. It gets you extra cycles because you get essentially extra raising phases, and it's always live because you can always download into a big level, or into any level 5. Even like first turn, like if you start and you're going first, and you go into a 1-cost champion in your raising area, and then you put it out, and then you just downloaded it into the Blosso, and then drop a Mimi so that it's live next turn. You're just sitting there and you feel good, and you know that no matter what, they aren't going to be able to build the stack up big enough to swing over the Blosso. So I do really love Mimi. It's just extra aggression, and she continues to be one of the best tamers in the Digimon card game. But yeah, that is my list for the best green deck in the format. It's not Needhog green, it's not Ceres green, it's not Hercules Kabuteru green, it's all of them. Yeah, with Chaosmon as the top end. This deck performed very well all day. It 2-0'd every opponent that wasn't TracyCakez. And again, shout out to her. Like, she was a very good opponent, and she played a very, very creative list that I definitely think you all should check out after this video. But, yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. All that jazz. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.